Hi, I'm Justin, and for today's story time, we're going to be reading Where's Mi Amigo, Pedro by Alex Martínez and illustrated by Grayson Cusimano. It was a breezy Saturday, and Marcos was on his way to fly kites with his friend Pedro. When Marcos arrived at Pedro's home, nobody was there. "Where is mi amigo?" Marcos exclaimed. Luckily, Marcos saw his friend Maria go by with her jump rope. "Maria, have you seen mi amigo Pedro?" he asked. "Yes, I saw him at the dog park," replied Maria. "Gracias," Marcos said, running off to find his friend. When Marcos arrived at the dog park, he saw big dogs and small dogs and spotted dogs, but no Pedro. Luckily, he saw his friend Chris. "Chris, have you seen mi amigo Pedro?" Marcos exclaimed. "Yes, I saw him at the basketball gym," replied Chris. "Gracias, Chris," Marcos said, running off to find his friend. What is the name of your best friend? When Marcos arrived at the basketball gym, he saw kids playing soccer and basketball and football, but no Pedro. Luckily, he saw his friend Angel. "Angel, have you seen mi amigo Pedro?" he asked. "Yes, I saw him at the track," replied Angel. "Gracias, Angel," Marcos said, running off to find his friend. How many basketballs can you find?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
When Marcos arrived at the track, he saw yellow bikes and red bikes and bikes with 2 wheels and even bikes with 3 wheels, but no Pedro. Luckily, Marcos saw his friend Amir. "Amir, have you seen mi amigo Pedro?" he asked. "Yes, I saw him at the pool," said Amir. "Gracias, Amir," Marcos said, running off to find his friend. How many wheels does Amir's bike have?
1, 2.
When Marcos arrived at the pool, kids were splishing and splashing, but no Pedro. Luckily, Marcos saw his friend Erin. There she is, Erin. "Hey Erin, have you seen mi amigo Pedro?" "Yes," said Erin, "I saw him at the dance studio." "Gracias, Erin," said Marcos, running off to find his friend. Can you find all the ways to get into the pool?
1, 2, 3.
When Marcos arrived at the dance studio, he saw kids moving and grooving, singing and playing instruments, but no Pedro. Luckily, Marcos saw his friend Elizabeth. "Elizabeth, have you seen mi amigo Pedro?" he asked. "Yes, he's waiting for you at the park," replied Elizabeth. "Gracias, Elizabeth," said Marcos, running off to find his friend. What's your favorite dance move? When Marcos arrived at the park, he immediately saw his friend Pedro. "Hola, amigo!" Pedro yelled. "I've been waiting for you." Pedro and Marcos spent the rest of the breezy day flying kites.
Hooray!
What a great day. He went to the dog park, the basketball gym, the track, the swimming pool, the dance studio, and to the park to fly kites with his friend Marcos. So thank you so much for listening to our story time today. We really hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.